Yes, yes, yes. This is my secret, secret vlog. Um, I am a goon Adeola. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, y'all. So I've never went live on YouTube, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and just start. You guys know I have been taking a break from social media. It really has been great. 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 I sneak on Instagram, sneak on Instagram. But you guys, life has been amazing. So these past few years have been crazy. Let's just start from the beginning. No, let's not. Let's not take it all the way back. Okay. So let's brush up. Let's meet the priestess, right? So my name is Lala. I don't. I give out my real name, but sometimes just depends on who you are, right? My name is Lala. I am a priestess of Egungun. I was initiated last year, um, and it's been a beautiful, amazing year. And I have learned a lot about myself, a lot about life, a lot about just spirit in general. So my priestess name is Adeola Egun Adeola. I am a priestess of the ancestors. I think I said that earlier. You guys, I'm a little nervous on live. So I grew up Islamic, or in the Nation of Islam, under Minister Farrakhan, and that was an experience that I'm definitely thankful for, because it taught me how to be strong within myself as a black woman. I don't think that I would be the powerful being that I am if it wasn't. Let me just get up a little bit because you guys get distracted. I don't think that I would be the powerful being that I am if it wasn't for Minister Farrakhan, if it wasn't for the Nation of Islam. Because in the Nation of Islam, they teach you that you are the God. You have the power. You are the reflection of God. Unfortunately, it also teaches you that the Caucasians are the devil. And so a lot of my youth, I grew up disliking white people. And that is what really turned me away from Islam as an adult. It was the fact that I didn't want to believe in a religion that taught me to more or less dislike or hate another religion. Now, let's just be honest. Now, that's not what Islam preaches. However, as a child consuming that information, that's how I took it. Even when they do the English lesson C1, that's how I took it. That was what was embedded in me. And so as a kid, it was just, as an adult, I just like, fuck no, I don't want to be that person. So that was one thing that turned me off from Islam. But another thing that turned me off was they put you on F time. Like, I don't have any kids, but my mom, she, got pregnant out of wedlock or whatever. And so fornication, or F time, I believe that's what it stands for anyway. And so basically she got put out of the mosque for a year. And I was just like, what type of place does this, And there was just a lot of things that didn't 100% roll with my spirit. However, I will say that Islam is definitely a great foundation, was definitely a great foundation for me, because it did teach me about community. One thing I loved about Islam was that they took care of theirs. Farrakhan made sure that, like, the ministers made sure that, the fact that they escorted their women home, the fact that we had MGT class on Saturdays, which means that we got to commune and be with other sisters. Mondays, their brothers had their class. Sundays, we had the mosque. Like, we always had something. And that's just like the church, though. I guess we can say, because they have their own little things that they do to kind of keep that community energy. And so every religion has their thing. I did convert to Christianity when I went to college. One day I woke up And Spirit was like, go to church. Go. I was like, okay. All right. And the thing is, what? Because God, I'm just wondering why you put me through all this. All right, and I ain't did shit. I ain't did nothing. Right? I'm a kid. But now it is, as an adult, I understand that we choose our destiny. So all of the shit that I went through, that was my choice. So it's like, okay, God, whatever, But as a kid, ooh, 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 that's my Altiato. Excuse me, but when I converted, I was like, I just want to find God. I just need to find out what the fuck is real, and so I went to church. And it was New Hope Baptist Church. Not New Hope. It wasn't a Baptist church, but it was New Hope International. And it was a pretty big church. And it was absolutely fucking amazing. But I also went to a small church too, God's Kingdom Builders. And that was okay too. So my very first experiences with Christianity where at first it was beautiful, right? It was very beautiful. I felt like, okay, maybe this is where I belong. And then, the fact that I choose to be a lesbian, that rubbed people wrong. There was just a lot of things that I was just kind of like, okay. Right. And so I was just like, that was okay because in all honesty, let me just be 100, okay? I tried to pray gay away, all right? So I was in church, like praying, asking God to take this out of me. Like, I was just like, I don't want to be a sin. I don't want to be, and the thing is, even when I was in Islam, I knew that it was wrong, right? Or not that it was wrong because man thinks it's wrong doesn't mean that it's wrong. Because I know what I feel in my spirit and what I want and what I desire. And what I desire is not wrong because it's what I fucking desire, right? Anyway, my mama told me it was, like, and even that's a whole different that's a whole different video as far as finding out why we believe certain shit is wrong, right? Because my mom probably told me that being gay was wrong because it's in the Bible, right? Or because it was taught to her, and my grandma probably told her that being gay was bad, and her grandma probably told her, and nobody really knows the real reason why it's fucking bad. It's just a whole bunch of shit being okay. So I tried to pray the gay away. Did not work. But what I did receive from Christianity was understanding. Through my whole journey, and it was a long journey. I'm not going to say long, probably 11, 12, probably like 5 years as a Christian, or in that Christian energy. And I was a minister in training in for youth, and then I was in minister in training just to be a minister when I moved here in Texas. So I definitely indulged, and even in Islam, I knew I wanted to be a minister. So my whole life, I knew that I wanted to speak God's word, and so that's one reason I did not understand why God put me through so much turmoil. But what I've learned is that sometimes the most evolved spirits take, difficult roles. It's just for them to show them that they're evolved. You got this. Anyway, so Christianity, it did open me up to it, just understanding that I needed to be patient, understanding that sacrifices are needed, understanding that I have to give in order to receive, that there's always something that is needed to be given in order to receive any type of blessing from God. Christianity is where I receive, I receive God's blessing of the Holy Ghost, and I do believe that to be real. And even here at my home, when I'm not, I don't practice Christianity now, but even now when I'm praising and worshiping and talking to God, I have caught the Holy Ghost here at home. So I know that God's spirit is real, period, point blank, ain't no question about it, right? And so even with the experience through Christianity, one thing that I know is God is real. So God is real. God is real, okay? God is real. I just want you guys to know and understand that God is real. No, it does not matter what you choose to practice, because it really is what resonates with your spirit and your connection to your God, to God, the one. So, I was a minister in training here in Dallas as well, and it was just a lot. Within my 5 years, I experienced pastors drugging people and sleeping with them. I experienced pastors stealing money. I experienced pastors like just not having high ethical standards, not being in alignment with spirit, from my own opinion. Okay, and so that kind of like I was like, this is not for me. And there was a lot of questions that could not be fucking answered, bro. And I was like, I'm not about to be sitting up here taking in everything that you're fucking saying, and you're not giving me any proof, anything to fucking give me any concrete evidence. No, you're not giving it to me. So that was it. And so for me, I was like, I need to go to the original. How did this shit all start? Now, and I have been practicing like Wicca or Wiccan since I was probably like 8, 9. Now, I'm not gonna say I've been a full hardcore witch, but you know, I light my little candles and I do my little spells. And you know, as a kid, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And then you know, I started to grow into it. So I've always been in tune with my magical side. But just experiences kept me from actually fully walking into how. And I started working with the and started going through my own Marwell training. So I got my very first reading, and of course, you know, the Orishas came, you know, Ogun came out, and they were just telling me what I needed to do, and things like that. And it really resonated more with me. Like the Yoruba tradition resonated, the Orishas resonated with me. And so for me, that was the path that I needed to be on, because I am just over here breaking nails, y'all. I could ask questions and get answers and then see that energy within my life. One thing I know, if I don't fucking lie. If I don't lie. And so I am very thankful to have even, you know, been in a place. Like I started practicing E5 probably like 24. Yeah, it's been like 3 years, three years now. 3 or 4 years since I've been practicing E5. Well, going on 4 years. It's going on 4 since I've been practicing E5, and my life has changed drastically. And I'm not even going to sit here and say that my life has been bad, because God has definitely like touched my life in every religion, every tradition that I've studied. Like my life has been absolutely amazing. Trials and tribulations, yes, but surface based, everything has been amazing. And so Efi really turned it up a notch. Efi and the Orishas and my ancestors turned it up a notch, baby. Okay? I did the Omawo program for like 2 years, because the very first year I started like I slacked, like when I was about to be the end of my process, and so I had to start it all over again. Okay, and so that was a very just great experience, just to learn about the Odus, the truths of Ifa, divination, how to do Obiobata. And so for me as an African person, African American, it resonated with me all the way. So that is my tradition. I am traditionally Ifa. Now, I do not believe in religion. Why? Because I've experienced religion. Religion is bullshit. It's just a way to kind of keep us trapped and keep us in a specific mindset, and that's not where I am in life. I do believe that EFI gives me the opportunity to be able to express myself and to be who I am with no regards to how anyone feels about me. And the fact that, you know, I am, you know, Iyami. You know, I am a descendant of the great mothers. I am that energy. I am a healer. I know who I am. And if it wasn't for Ifa, if it wasn't for me sitting down and actually becoming a priestess of my Agunguns and talking to them and giving them offerings and praying to them, I would not truly know who I am. For anybody who was watching, this random video of my spiritual journey, my spiritual life. When I tell you that um, you don't have to choose Ephi as your tradition, but you want to make sure that you choose a tradition that resonates with your spirit and does not leave you with more questions than answers. See, Ifa gives you prescriptions. Ifa gives you ebos. Ifa comes out in odus, right? And those odus are specific patterns. And those patterns can be related to your mind, your body, your spirit. Those patterns can be related to what is going on in heaven, right? And so when Ifa comes out and speaks in those patterns, then Ifa is giving you concrete evidence of what the fuck is going on in your life. Ain't no question about it. You got blockages in heaven. This is what you need to work on. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to give us elbow. This is who you should be working with. And the beautiful thing about Ifa is that you don't necessarily, like, you do need a Bible out. There are things that you need a Bible out for. There are things that you need an EI for, right? But when it comes to Ifa and when it comes to the Yoruban tradition, more or less, from my understanding and from my experience, it is you connecting to your ancestors. It is you connecting to your direct blood line and talking to them, pulling in on their power, giving them offerings so that they can energize you because you are them. And then you sitting down on your ass, on your mat, and you throwing those cowrie shells and you talking to them. You not always asking a Bible out to give you reading for confirmation, but you are getting confirmation from your ancestors. If I don't always want to fucking be bothered. That is why we go through that Omoawo training, so that we can be equipped with the tools, so that we can actually be able to have a foundation to create a sustainable life for ourselves. Whatever tradition that you choose, your ancestors is key. Your ancestors is key to the success of you and what in your generations to come. And so Ifa teaches us to take a look at our history and to take a look at our ancestors and to take a look at the patterns that we are already having in our lives, and then to be proactive with creating the change, with creating energetic change in our lives. That is what is so beautiful about the Yoruban tradition. Because there, and let me tell you what is even more like amazing. When you have an Odu, like me, mine is Agbe Rete, right? When you have an Odu, but I can have that Odu, and you can have that Odu, and those Odu mean two totally different things, right? And as we grow and as we progress in life, those Odus continue to get and gain more meaning. Because Ifa is a tradition that grows as we grow. And no, I'm not a spokesperson for Ifa and the Yoruba tradition, no. But what I am is a witness to the power and the magic that Ifa has, that the Yoruban tradition has, that your ancestors have, by you just praying and believing and lighting a fucking candle and burning a piece of paper that you've written your petition on, how powerful that shit is. God is real. Ifa is real. Your ancestors is real. You want to gain power, you want to gain wisdom, you want to gain knowledge, you want to gain success, you want wealth in your life, then you want to choose Ifa. Then you want to choose a tradition that is actually going to impact your life in the best and most profitable way. Ifa is real. I am not. Like I said, I'm a witness. I'm a witness to what Ifa can do. I am a witness to what listening to your ancestors and listening to your spirit can do. And so, with that, you guys, sorry, sorry. I got excited and then I got off and then I came back on. But I just want you guys to think about what I said. Think about my journey, okay? From Islam to Christianity, to, naturally being a sorcerer, to now, being a priestess of Ifa. Not of Ifa, I lied. Being a priestess of Egungun. I am not a priestess of Ifa. But I am a priestess of Egungun, which is our ancestors. And like I stated, your power starts with them. Your power starts with you choosing to just simply set up an altar for your ancestors. Simply saying a prayer to your ancestors. Simply acknowledging their presence and giving them libation, giving them freshly baked cookies, giving them some of your dinner when you cook it. My life has improved drastically by choosing a tradition that is for me, for my people. That I feel like if I started this shit, if I started it, like sit. So, with that, I've been on here 20 minutes. I want you to choose a tradition that resonates with you. I just wanted to give you guys a little insight, a little intake on me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But I'll be on here a little more here in December because I have chosen to deactivate my Facebook page. And the only reason I did that is because we have to make sure that we're taking time out for ourselves. We're taking time to heal. We're taking time to cut ties from that energy. Social media definitely does have an energy of its own. And when we're continuously on social media, when we're continuously scrolling, we disconnect from life. We disconnect from the people that are actually valuable in our lives. So this month has definitely been a time where I have been reconnecting with friends and family. I went to go see my dad and, chilling with me, being comfortable with myself, being comfortable with my thoughts, doing self-improvement. It's needed, you guys. It's needed. So take some time, really think about your journey, your spiritual journey. What have you learned? What are the beliefs that you've been carrying that your parents have passed on from generation and generation and generation? And do those beliefs really hold any value, really hold any weights here and now? You have the opportunity to choose what happens from this moment on. For me, it's officially 2019. Ain't no in between. So I want for you to choose up. Choose your ancestors. Choose a tradition that does not leave you with more questions. And like I said, I don't believe in religion. Not at all. Why? Because religion is just a way for people to get folks together and control them. Religion is just a way for you to make everybody believe in what you believe in. And when they stop believing what you believe, then you want to kick them out. Ifa isn't like that. Ifa isn't like that. And even, with me being choosing to be a lesbian woman, Ifa does not shun me because of that either. There may be Babalaos and there may be Ilays that, won't accept me or may not allow me to practice within, with them, but I've never experienced that. I've had people tell me it was unnatural. I've had people, give me their comments on how they feel about it, but fuck them. But as practicing this tradition, I've never experienced any hate because of who I am or who I choose to be. Because of this tradition, what I have gained is self-acceptance. Islam taught me how to love my blackness. Islam taught me how to own my blackness. Christianity gave me understanding and wisdom and the knowledge to understand that everything, for one, is not what it seems. And it's if I get in tune with my inner God, that I can create and manipulate energy the way I desire. Buddhism, like the dab that I did in it, just taught me to be quiet, settle, listen to my spirit, listen to myself. Shh. But Ifa taught me to accept myself, accept myself, accept my ancestors. I am love. I am light. I am joy. I am happiness. I am Adeola. Yes, I am. I am her. And Ifa came through, the Orishas came through via divination to affirm to me who I am. Choose a tradition who does that for you. If you choose to be a Christian, be sure that your pastor is speaking life into you. Be sure that your pastor is investing as much as you're investing, make sure that they're investing into you as much as you're investing into them. If you choose to practice, in the Nation of Islam, be sure to teach your children to accept themselves into accept and not judge them based off of their skin color, or based off of things that their ancestors did. They truly ain't got no motherfucking control over. Right? Choose what feels good to your spirit, because God is always going to be there. Always going to be there. Period. I pray this message resonated with y'all. I love 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 y'all, man. I love us for real. Somebody call Monique. Anyway, I pray that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to share this video. Let me tell you something. You needed to hear this. You may have a friend or family who needs to hear this. Everybody is going through this transition. Everybody is trying to find who they truly are. So let your friends and family know they're not alone. We all are out here trying to get it. And we can. I'll talk to y'all later. Odabo. Oh, wait. Okay, so now I gotta learn how to turn this off, y'all. All right. And